Hey there. You're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa. And I am here with a Just Jessa episode. It's just me and the guys who are drunk, as usual. What are you gonna do? We tried an intervention. I don't know, they're hard-headed. Ping's out cold on Nantuk's head, and Harvard is trying to keep the both of them up. The channel mascots have actually been on my mind, as well as many other things, in the past month or so. And you may have noticed that content is not coming out as quickly as it has been in the past. So I wanted to let you know what's happening. What's happening is Jessa Channel 2.0. It's exciting. I know. Calm down. So what does that mean, the Jessa Channel 2.0? Well, it means that I need, as a creator, to adapt. Like it just said there, I gotta adapt or die. I have just recently reached 10,000 subscribers. That's the good news. Yay! The bad news is that it took me 7 years to get there. That's kind of slow. And also, 10,000 subscribers is wonderful and is so much nicer than 9,000 subscribers. But YouTube has changed. Basically, back when I started YouTube in 2012, I've been at it for 7 years. I can't wait for my 10-year anniversary. We're gonna have a big old party. But back when I started on YouTube, the #1 metric that everyone wanted to have was subscribers. And nowadays, things have changed. And according to another YouTuber who has helped me behind the scenes, there are 2 YouTubers who have been helping me, and I am very grateful to both of them. But he told me that we are on YouTube version 4. Version 1 was Let's Plays. Version 2 were reaction videos. That's kind of the time frame in which PewDiePie really moved up. Version 3 was indie games. Version 4 is concept-based gaming. So basically, I have been stuck, or I wouldn't say stuck, but producing content that was applicable back in 2012 to maybe 2013, at the most 2014. And I've been plugging away at that content. I enjoy that content. So I don't want to make it sound like it was been, masses of work. And I noticed my numbers going down, but I didn't really know what that was for. And so basically in the last month, I have received sort of a master's degree. That might be a bit grand, but some higher education in the world of YouTube. And to be honest, I was really behind the times. So I've learned so much, and with any kind of learning for something that is really personal to you, as this channel is basically my soul expressed out in the world in a creative fashion. I've never considered myself to be a gamer. I've never considered myself to be a YouTuber even. I've considered myself to be a storyteller who uses games to tell her stories until someone creates a holodeck. And so I've always considered myself to be kind of an oddball out where YouTube is concerned. But the fact of the matter is that I need to grow my channel, because growing my channel brings revenue, which allows me to create more content. And that has really become apparent in the last 2 years when I started a Patreon. Those are a lot of people who love what I've done over the last 7 years and don't want me to change. And I want to clarify, I'm not changing. Not changing. I can't change. I mean, I can change what I know and what I'm learning, but I can't change my soul, my essence, my personality, and nor do I want to. So if you're worried that I'm going to start putting reaction videos all over my thumbnails, or doing silly things like, I forgot my cam was on and I picked my nose, don't worry. The essence of the Jessa channel is going to remain the same, because I'm the same and I can't change and I don't want to. Storytelling told with heart with comfort, with joy, that spreads love. However, how I'm packaging that content and how I'm presenting it is changing. Gone are the days of doing series where I do episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 100, episode 100. And to be honest, I'm relieved, because sometimes there are games like Pathfinder Kingmaker, Skyrim, these games that I love the stories of. However, it took me 3 years to get through Mala's story. That's a long time. That's a long time. I'm going to be producing content in stories that can be encapsulated in one episode. So even if I were to, example, play Skyrim again, the episode would not be about Kenlin's entire story over an overarching period. But what it would be is Kenlin confronts something in this cave, or Kenlin finds some aspect of herself in this dungeon, or Mala and Inigo become closer in some way in this episode. And it won't be Skyrim. I will be playing a variety of games, as I have always been interested in bringing new games to the channel. And then, of course, I will still be playing games that I still really enjoy and love. And number one, I've known some of you would be concerned about this. Number one with that would be The Sims 2. However, how I present it won't be the overarching story of Kettle Falls. It will be about the sim and what we accomplish and what we experience in that episode. The next thing is that because of Patreon, so some of you guys, I know when Patreon first came out and when creators started expressing a desire back in the day when I started, it was still kind of a fresh idea of creators making money from their channels. And people who first started out with Patreon, which started after my channel started, were called sellouts. And I just have to say that that kind of thinking is completely erroneous. Without Patreon, I would not be, one, creating content as often or as well as I can. I would, if I could still be creating content, it would be with a much less powerful computer, so I would be limited by what I could play. I would be unable to make this change to my channel to create content that is more digestible, more interesting, more vibrant for you, because that content costs an editor. I am able to pay for an editor. I'm able to pay for a thumbnail artist. Without Patreon, I wouldn't be able to have merch that a lot of you guys have enjoyed so much. Without Patreon, like I said, I wouldn't even have this computer. It's really that simple. So every patron who has been there for me, I am so grateful. And I remind my patrons all the time. I tell them what their funds are going for, and I let them know what I can do and what I'm doing with their funds, so they can actually watch me grow as a creator and do more, because I actually have some money and don't have to sell something. If you go back on my channel and look, the first time, my very first computer that I was using with the channel was very old. It finally bit the dust, and I had to have the channel be on hiatus for, I think it was maybe a month or two, while I focused on selling something. I still don't want to talk about what it was, but I had to sell something big. I went to my husband and I said, I need a new computer, and we had no money, so we sold something that was important to us in order to get this. Now I can just save up the Patreon money, get a new computer. So the changes that are coming to the channel, I have been live streaming, and I love live streaming. I am not stopping. However, I have learned a lot more about the YouTube algorithm, and I have to admit that I have a little bit of shame, because I have just been producing content while having kind of blinders on about the algorithm and how YouTube actually works, which is kind of silly considering that this is the platform in which I want to make and continue to make a livelihood and grow that livelihood. So not knowing how it works is kind of a bit silly. A lot of it had to do with the fact that I'm just like, oh, I don't understand those numbers. I don't know. I just, I'll do what I love, that kind of stuff. But I can do what I love and still understand how to package what I love in a way that will have subscribers watching, existing subscribers, and attract new people so I can grow. So the new live streaming, I'm going to create a new channel, and I will let you know more about it when it goes live. And that channel will be available on September 2nd. The Jessa channel, this channel, is going to be the Jessa channel 2.0. I won't change the name, but you can just think of it as an upgraded Jessa channel. And that channel, new content, what I've been working on, when I'm quiet, it's not because I'm in a hammock, smoking. Whoops. I was gonna say sipping on a Mai Tai or something like that, and having like my husband fan me and feed me peeled grapes. No, I am working. And a lot of times it takes a long time for me, or it takes a while for me to put into place the systems necessary to create the content that will make the change. So right now I'm working on creating content that will go out all throughout the month of September. And I'm basically creating a backlog of content. I've spent some time, it took a long time to find an editor that could work with me on this new type of content. It took a while to find an illustrator that gave me the style I wanted and could work with me. So there's a lot of administration and background stuff that is going on that I am head down focused on. For the folks in Discord, the patrons, they know that because I let them know. Now I'm letting you know as well too. The day to watch out for is Monday, September 2nd, 2019. The Jessa channel 2.0 comes to YouTube. Let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for watching.